It's time for Oskaloosa Indians soccer action, live on KBOE.
And all over the world at KBOEradio.com and the mobile app. And now, live Oskaloosa Indians soccer action on the No Coast Network.
Good afternoon and welcome to Dross Field at the Lacey Recreation Complex in Oskaloosa, where the Oskaloosa Indians girls soccer team will open its season this afternoon as they take on the Phillies from Dallas Center Grimes. How you doing, everyone? I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for joining us here on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network and KBOEradio.com. and the KBOE radio app. I think I've got everybody covered. Coy Sankenberg is joining me as a color commentator. Coy, of course, you hear Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock on the Indian Power Hour on our sister station, KMZN, AM and FM. And Tucker Irwin from the Oskaloosa High football and basketball teams will be joining us as well here, too, on this Tuesday afternoon. Coy, you ready for some high school soccer?
Oh, yeah, Joe. I'm very excited to be here on a nice, beautiful afternoon at Dross Field, ready to watch some girls soccer. So let's hope for a good one tonight.
This is the conference opener for both teams, and for Oskaloosa, it's their first game of the season altogether. Dallas Center Grimes has had a few games under their belt. The Phillies come in with a record of 2-1. They lost to North Polk 2-0, but then in a tournament on Saturday, they defeated Glenwood 4-1 and Sioux City East by a score of 1-0. So they are a little bit in game shape compared to the Indians, but then again, we'll see what happens. That's exactly why they play these things. And this is going to be the start of a busy week for the Indians girls. They're going to be playing Thursday night at Ottumwa and then Friday night at Knoxville. So that's going to be a really busy stretch for them. 3 games in a matter of about 4 days as they get the season underway. That, as an athlete yourself in football, you know that's got to be tough to be ready to get up and play for 3 games in just a short span.
Oh, yeah. For these girls, it's just all about getting better each day and trying to see where they're at the start of the season and where they can finish towards the end of the season. So these first couple of games will be a test for them, but also really show them what they're capable of and how this year is going to go out to play.
Well, I had a chance to talk with Oskaloosa girls coach Jody Steinwage, and we'll get her thoughts on the team and the season ahead, and we'll do that when we come back in 3 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Girls High School Soccer on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing healthcare and healing services with Christian compassion.
For all
all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back to our pregame show. The Oskaloosa girls soccer team getting ready for their season opener, taking on Dallas Center Grimes this afternoon. Jody Steinlocke is the coach of the Oskaloosa Indians girls. Opening night, how's everybody been doing so far?
We've been doing pretty good, keeping everybody healthy, which has been nice. Our numbers are down just a little bit this year, so I think trying to keep everybody healthy has been important. It'll be nice we've had 16 days of practice, so it'll be nice to get out on the field and see how everything looks. One thing is that since we don't have 22, we can't really per se scrimmage full, so we haven't actually had offense defense together going up and down the field, so there's going to be some growing pains in the game, but if we can keep our defense together, I think that's going to help us a lot against DCG, which is a really, really good opponent. So
did you lose a lot of players from graduation?
We lost 7, and then it was a smaller freshman class that came in, so that didn't really necessarily help us. We're actually going to be starting 6 players that didn't start last year, and a lot of young, like our goalie hasn't really ever played goalie before, and she's a freshman. So there's gonna be growing pains in that. Girls got a lot of experience last year, with just some injuries and everything, but being young and inexperienced it's gonna take a while to put a full 80 minutes together, I think.
I know one player you lost from at the end of last season, Mary Nelson, to a really bad knee injury, and she missed volleyball and, for all intents and purposes, all of basketball as well. She's back now. How's she doing?
She's doing really, really good. We've been very pleased. I know she maybe is a little frustrated. She said she doesn't feel she's as aggressive, but we've been very pleased with how she's come. Doesn't seem to be scared to go in on tackles and everything. I know with our numbers, I'm going to see about not playing her a full 80 minutes, and that just to, I'd rather have her the end of May than first game here. But just see how she feels, and I've told her she just has to be honest with me about, hey, if I need a break, we'll pull her out and get her rested in that. But very pleased with how she looked and that she's not scared to go in on tackles or anything like that.
What do you see as the strong points of this team?
Definitely our defense. In our middle, we have 3 seniors in the middle with Kirby, Aaliyah, and Emily, and then Brooke on the outside. Definitely 4 girls that pretty much have started or given significant minutes, so I think that's going to be vital. If we have a strong defense, we may not score as many goals as we would maybe like, or that type thing, but I think our defense can definitely keep us in a lot of games. But like I said, we have 3 people of our 5 with our defense that didn't start last year in defense, so it'll be a work in progress. So
what do you know about Dallas Center Grimes, your opponent tonight?
I know that last year they kind of had a little bit of an off year, but they returned a lot of people. So, and just seeing their scores from last week looks like, they're pretty strong. Anybody in the Little Hawkeye, I would say the Little Hawkeye is probably one of the toughest conferences when it comes to girls soccer. Everybody's usually ranked and that. So we're gonna, it would have been nice to have had another opponent to start out the gate to see kind of what we look like, but you got to play them eventually. So we're gonna just have to make sure that we play our positions and go with runs and everything, and hopefully get some counterattacks on them.
All right, we'll see what happens. Best of luck.
All right, thank you.
That's Jody Steinlocke, the coach of the Oskaloosa girls soccer team. We'll be back with the starting lineups. Oskaloosa and Dallas Center Grimes girls soccer back in 2 minutes on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
See what See First has for you. Crazy good rates. Complete convenience. Cash for what you need. Capital to grow. Join the crowd. Try us. Join us. Because together is better.
And welcome back to Dross Field in Oskaloosa. Joe Lancello, Coy Snakenberg, Tucker Irwin with you, covering the Oskaloosa girls soccer team's opening game of the year as they take on Dallas Center Grimes. Let's run down the starting lineups for you for tonight. Starting for the Indians in goal will be Kristen DeWeese, who is a freshman, getting her first varsity appearance and right in a critical spot in goal. The Indians will play 4 in the back. Kirby Nelson, a senior, will be at right back. In the center of defense will be sophomore Paven Canute and senior Emily Lunsford. And at left back will be sophomore Addie Teeter. And the Indians will have 4 in midfield. In the defensive midfield spot, or the one closest to the back line, that will be senior Aaliyah Cheney, who had 12 goals and 4 assists last season for the Indians. Playing in the wide positions on the right will be Lindy Slocum, a sophomore who had 1 goal last season. And on the left will be Abby Lumsden, also a sophomore. In the advanced midfield role will be Mary Nelson, a junior who we were just talking about in the pregame. She had 7 goals and 3 assists last season for the Indians. And Oskaloosa with 2 players up front, junior Emily Richmond, and senior Kaya Graham. Jody Steinlocke, the coach of the Indians, Oskaloosa 0-0 on the year. Now for Dallas Center Grimes, they will have Dakota Miles in goal. She is a senior, but she is fairly new to the sport. They lost their goalkeepers to graduation last year, and she was recruited from the volleyball team. So she's getting on-the-job training here, so that could make for some interesting things if the Indians were to pressure her a bit in the goal. Dallas Center Grimes, the Phillies with 3 players on the back line. From right to left, senior Megan Kurth. In the middle, Emma Angus, who's a sophomore. And on the left, Megan Rosenbeck, who's a sophomore. 3 central midfield players. Mackenzie Fortune is a sophomore. Sammy Sturbins is a senior. And Sydney Smith is a junior. She's just been coming back for some off-season surgery. On the flanks, on the right side will be Corinne Wiggins, a sophomore. And on the left side, JC Frusluce, a junior. And 2 players up front for the Phillies. Madeline Dewey, who scored 8 goals last season. She is a senior. And Zoe Chumley is a senior. Dan James, the coach of Dallas Center Grimes, they are 2-1 on the year, ranked 11th in the state in the preseason poll from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. And Dallas Center Grimes, one of 4 teams from the Little Hawkeye Conference that were in the IGHSA preseason soccer rankings. Pella, who made it to the state semis last year, ranked number 3rd in Class 2A. Norwalk ranked 10th, Dallas Center Grimes 11th, and Newton ranked 12th. And Pella, Norwalk, and Dallas Center Grimes all making it to the state tournament. So that's going to be kind of a tough way for the Indians to start out the year.
Oh yeah, the Little Hawkeye Conference is always tough, and especially in women's soccer. So looks like the Indians are going to go defensive set. So a lot of experience, and Christian DeWeese is going to have a big night. The Phillies they like to get out there and run fast and attack a lot. So for the freshman debut start, I expect her to get a lot of action, and hopefully she pulls it through for the Indians.
Our officiating crew, Jeff Reef, will be the referee. His assistants will be Deb Reef and Philippe Neves. We'll have the kickoff as the Indians take on Dallas Center Grimes. We'll be back in 3 minutes on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Oskaloosa starters being introduced to this crowd here at Draws Field at the Lacey Recreation Complex. The Indians don't have enough numbers for a JV and a varsity squad, so that's why the varsity games are starting at 5:30 for the girls. And that will be the case all season long. Boys games will be starting at 7 o'clock. with the JV game being played first. As I mentioned, this is going to be the first of 3 games this week for the Oskaloosa girls. Thursday night they'll be at Ottumwa, and Friday night they will be at Knoxville. Oskaloosa's boys soccer team is in action today. They are at Dallas Center Grimes. Final talk before both teams huddled up before they get ready to start. 2 40-minute halves in high school soccer as opposed to 45 at other levels of the game. Oskaloosa will be in the maroon shirts with gray numbers or silver numbers. Oskaloosa on the front of the shirts and the word Indians on the back of the shirts above the numbers. Maroon shorts and gray socks, which just arrived yesterday, I'm told. Dallas Center Grimes white all the way down with red letters and numbers. And it'll be Oskaloosa playing from right to left as we get things going here. Season opener for the Oskaloosa girls. And the officials in basic blue, so there's no mistaking who the authority figures are. And it will be Oskaloosa to kick off as we get things going underway. Emily Richmond and Kaya Graham in the center circle. And we are underway. Ball played out wide to the near side, just out of the reach of Abby Lumpson. Goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in. Should be a throw-in for Dallas Center Grimes. Or wait a minute, we're going to... Interesting. Dallas Center Grimes with a free kick, booted all the way down off the thigh of it. One of the Indians comes out in front and knocked away. Dallas Center Grimes again with a chance. Pass played ahead, just out of the reach of Chumley and knocked out of bounds of the near sideline. Will be a throw-in for Dallas Center Grimes deep in the Oskaloosa half. Ball thrown in on the near side. Off a player, kept in bounds by Sammy Sturbins. Center to the top of the area, controlled, and then knocked away, and Dallas Center Grimes still keeping possession. But a takeaway by Oskaloosa by Graham, played to the far side, just a little out of the reach of Emily Richmond, and the Phillies keep control near the halfway line. But a ball poked away by Emily Slocum for Oskaloosa, and then she had it taken away after a double team. Ball poked out of bounds right in front of the Oskaloosa bench on the far side, and the Indians will have a throw in. Kirby Nelson throwing it just out of Graham's reach. Controlled by Dallas Center Grimes, and they'll play it back. Megan Kurth will play it to her left for Megan Rosenbeck. Plays it down the line. Slide tackle for the ball, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be a Dallas Center Grimes throw-in near the halfway line, just inside the Oskaloosa half. Phillies getting control with Dewey. Now left-hand side of the area, trying to get around a defender, but nice job by the Indians getting it out of control. Slocum and Nelson with a nice job. Kirby Nelson with a nice job on the far side. Dallas Center Grimes getting it from the left of the area. Shot bobbled briefly by DeWeese, but she's able to recover.
Got a nice standoff going on right now. Both teams playing hard.
Ball punted toward the halfway line. Indians get it under control. Played for Lumpson on the near side. Lumpson's lead pass for Graham is broken up. And played to the near sideline, where a lot of Dallas Center Grimes fans have brought their chairs, and a few Oskaloosa fans as well. Didn't see that at the boys' game last week. Dallas Center Grimes with Chumley down the right wing. Cuts back toward the middle, and her outlet pass broken up by Graham. Kaya playing it ahead, and took a tumble, and they will call a foul there and a free kick for the Indians. 3 minutes, 20 seconds played in the first half. No score. Oskaloosa and Dallas Center Grimes. Girls High School Soccer on KBOE FM. Paven Canot will be taking the free kick off Graham and goes out of bounds on the near sideline. And just a reminder also that this game live on KBOEradio.com.
All right, punt off by DeWeese.
Graham trying to get control, but it bounces away from her.
Let's see if Oski can get on the offensive side coming up pretty soon.
Wiggins playing it back for Knuth.
Yeah, they're playing really good defense. Now you just got to move aggressively on the offensive side.
Run down the right wing by Wiggins. Ball was poked out of bounds. And it will be a Dallas Center Grimes throw in 20 yards from the Oskaloosa goal line. Wiggins playing it toward the center. Back for Kurth. Angus now from the center back spot with a run forward. Playing ahead, and a long shot goes high and out of play. Goal kick for the Indians. Just over 5 minutes play, no score.
It's a good shot for DCG right there. That's the type of shot they want to get. So, you know, defense for Oski looking good, but let's see if they can get something on offense right here.
Most of the play has been in the Oskaloosa half. And it's tough to score goals when you're in your own end.
Exactly.
Off the goal kick, intercepted by Sammy Sturbins. Played wide left. Left edge of the area, centering pass. Knocked down, cleared briefly, and a shot and a save.
Good save by DeWeese, staying on her toes.
DeWeese with a shot and the opportunity for Zoe Chumley. Oskaloosa trying to get control with Cheney in the middle of the field. Playing it for Richmond. Kurth is on her. Richmond playing it wide left, but just behind Abby Lumsden on this near side. It'll be a Dallas Center Grimes throw-in. Corinne Wiggins throwing it in. Knocked back out of bounds on this near side. First game of the season for the Indians, but for once the ball is in the Dallas Center Grimes half. Throw in looking for Graham. Richmond trying to get control, and now Lumsden does on the left wing. Lumsden almost to the byline. Lost control. Ball was knocked out, and it will be a goal kick for Dallas Center Grimes. And I think the first time that Dakota Miles, their goalkeeper, has touched the ball. 7 minutes played. Indians nothing. Dallas Center Grimes nothing. Pass played ahead of the near side, goes out of bounds to the halfway line. It'll be an Oskaloosa throw. Eddie Teeter. Pass was left a little bit short. And a takeaway for Dewey for Dallas Center Grimes. Lost it on the near side. Throw in for the Phillies. Again, off an Oskaloosa player. Teeter, the fullback on this left side. And another Dallas Center Grimes throw, but they're getting deeper in Oskaloosa territory. And another throw in. Sturbin's throwing it in, but the Indians take control right in front of their own penalty area. Indians started to get a run up toward the middle, but it was taken away again by Dallas Center Grimes. Comes for Smith.
They got numbers.
Edge of the area. Comes wide right for Corinne Wiggins. Wiggins with a centering pass and a header high. I think that was Chumley again with the scoring chance, the number 11. With a header just high.
Another good look by DCG. Great pass for the header by, who was that? Was that Wiggins?
That was Wiggins, the number 9.
Yeah, great pass by her.
Goal kick comes right to Dallas Center Grimes. They try to get something going. It's Wiggins again with a shot right at DeWeese. Kirsten with nice hands. Baseball pass to the far side. Controlled quickly and played to the far side, but knocked out of bounds off one of the Indians, and Dallas Center Grimes to throw it in. Another throw in for Dallas Center Grimes over the head of a Phillies teammate, skied out of bounds to the far side, and Dallas Center Grimes will try again. Just over 9 minutes played. Oskaloosa nothing, Dallas Center Grimes nothing. Joe Lancello and Coy Snakenberg with you on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network. Oskaloosa with a throw-in from in front of their own bench, but right to a white shirt. Ball just out of the reach of Mary Nelson. Played ahead by Cheney on the near side. Kurth is back there first for Dallas Center Grimes. And a pass ahead out of Chumley's reach. Indians get a takeaways. Lunford was trying to get control, but now taken back away by Sturbins. She'll slide into the inside right position. Ball was poked. Chumley had, and the ball was knocked away. It comes for Wiggins on the right wing. Wiggins with another centering pass. Knocked away, and just stayed in bounds. Nice job by the Oskaloosa defender on the near side, Teeter, to keep that play inbounds and knock it out of bounds on the sideline to give up a throw-in rather than a corner kick.
Well, it looks like DCG is going to try and put in as many shots as they can, so Oska's got to play very solid defense, and when they are on offense, they got to be precise and really effective on their offense. See if they can get something going right now.
Graham had the ball taken away. Kurth has it. Air pass broken up by Graham. Kurth will try again from the near side. Pass comes loose in the middle for Mary Nelson. Nelson poking it free on the far side for Lindy Slocum to make a run. Slocum right edge of the area. But a nice job by Dallas Center Grimes defensively to knock her away, to shield the ball away from her. And that was Emma Angus, one of their 3 backline players. And a sub for Dallas Center Grimes. Kurth comes out, and let's see, I'm not sure who it was that came in there. I thought it was Mackenzie Fortune, but she's been in the game. Play underway now in the Oskaloosa half. Dallas Center Grimes playing it toward the halfway line. Pushed ahead, headed forward, then headed back toward the Oskaloosa goal by Dallas Center Grimes. Now a run down the far side. And Dewey, I think it was, that was trying to get control of it, and they will have a corner, the first of the game. Almost 12 minutes played. Still no score. Sammy Sturbins will take this corner from the left wing side as Dallas Center Grimes attack the goal to our right. Indians with players positioned at near each post. And now Dallas Center Grimes players start to make a run as Sturbins hits the corner. It goes by everybody wide to the near side outside of the area. Ball was played back in the defense, and Dallas Center Grimes having to reset. Into the game now is Ellie Jermira, freshman. On the left side of the defense, or the right side of the defense, is the Dallas Center Grimes attack from left to right. Indians gain control with Cheney. Now played ahead, but that was broken up. Graham scooping it forward for the Indians. Getting a friendly bounce and a chance for Graham to try to get it again, but the ball knocked out of bounds on the near side. 13 minutes played. Indians nothing, Phillies nothing. Lunsford boots a ball ahead into the Dallas Center Grimes half. That's taken away by Rosenbeck. Played out on the left wing for Versluis. And her pass is way too long and will go out of bounds. Indians making a change. Kaya Graham will check out, and Emma Basham, a freshman, will be in the game for the first time. Emma wearing number 19.
If you like a defensive game, you're enjoying this right now. It's all defense right now. Hopefully the Indians, I don't think they've had even one shot attempt at the goal, have they? So hopefully they can, continue to play solid D and, attack on offense a little bit.
Got to get the ball for that. Dancing her way in is Avery Corshing, who had checked into the game. Ball poked away by the Indians. Dallas Grimes following it up. Pass intended for Wiggins on the right was knocked away. And Dallas Grimes getting control in the center circle. Angus pushed it ahead. Now ball played long on the near side, but goes out of bounds. It's out of the reach of Wiggins. It'll be an Oskaloosa throw-in. I don't know what kind of time of possession or percentage of possession stats we have, but it would certainly favor Dallas Grimes in this play.
Of course.
At this point.
DCG has had the ball the whole majority of this game, so let's see if Oski can do something. They're playing a defensive set right now, so they just got to make sure that, they can hold, DCG to 0 as well.
Phillies with the ball in the near sideline. Ball was knocked away from Wiggins, and they're going to actually call a foul against Wiggins, and the Indians will have a throw-in, beg your pardon. In for Cheney, playing it over out of the reach of Mary Nelson. Phillies getting it back in possession now on the far side.
DCG is doing a really good job at not letting Oskaloosa have the ball at all, so they're playing really good, keeping the ball away from Oski Indians.
Ball was kicked out of a little too ambitious a pass from Dallas Grimes. The ball will go out of bounds. One thing I think the Indians certainly could use is some ball boys and ball girls, because it takes a long time for the players to retrieve it after it goes out of bounds.
Oh yeah, there's your point right there. So who is that? Kirby Nelson tracking the ball down right now.
Dallas Grimes making 3 changes. It's unlimited substitution in high school soccer, very much as in football or basketball. Ball headed out of bounds on the far side. It will be an Oskaloosa throw.
With low numbers as well on this Oski team, it also limits their substitution. So let's see, how long they can withstand the game and, keep up the stamina as well. That's something you're going to have to look at as well.
Ball went out of bounds, far side. Oskaloosa throwing just inside the Dallas Grimes half. But a takeaway by the Phillies, and the ball knocked out of bounds on the far side. Dallas Grimes long throw, hammered out by Oskaloosa, and then comes back for the Phillies. Sydney Smith playing it back. Now they play it across to the near side, just out of the reach of Laura Callum, who's just checked into the game. Ball goes out of bounds, near side, Oskaloosa throw in. That's something I'm sure Dallas Grimes is going to want to do too, is keep some fresh players in there and keep causing the Indians trouble, especially on the flanks.
Oh yeah. That's what I would do if I was DCG. I'd just wear Oski out. They're on offense the whole game basically. Just keep putting up shots. Oski's going to wear out by the end of the game. That's probably DCG's game plan right now.
Sydney Smith with a shot from 25 yards, handled easily by DeWeese, and now a takeaway again by Dallas Grimes. Played back for Sturbins. And the Phillies reorganizing. Nadia Martinez was in the game briefly. Number 15 played ahead for Corshing, a rare outfield player who wears the number 1 shirt. Play into the box was broken up by Canot, and now it comes loose and it's scooped up by DeWeese. Kirsten with a punt toward the center circle. Out of the reach of Basham. Ball comes into the DCG half, and it's pushed out again. Angus for Sturbins. Ball played ahead, but just Dallas Center Grimes players are out of sync there, and the Indians are able to clear the danger. Play it out of bounds on the near side. 18.5 minutes played. Oskaloosa nothing, Dallas Center Grimes nothing. Oskaloosa's girls soccer opening game. And the Indians have spent most of it on the back foot, having to do a lot of defending.
Yeah, it's an easy job for DCG's goalie tonight. Not a whole lot of action.
Corshing with a kick near the area, but that was again cleared by the Indians, but now Dallas Center Grimes comes again with it. Pass a little too long for Callum on the near side. The Indians able to get control. But something that Dallas Center Grimes is doing a good job too is pressing the Indians when they do get the ball and forcing turnovers.
Yep.
Oskaloosa with a throw on the near side. Picked off by Callum. Her lead pass cleared out of danger by the Indians. Scooped up toward midfield. Dallas Center Grimes back in their own half. Jeremier coming back, playing it ahead. Sydney Smith's long pass broken up by the Indians defense, and they've had a lot of practice at that. Callum forcing a turnover in the near side, and the ball will be a throw-in for Oskaloosa, but deep in their own end. Cheney had now a pass broken up, Corshing with it. Centered, played back for the edge of the area, long shot, high, wide, and not very handsome. Long shot taken by Sammy Sturbins for Dallas Center Grimes. It was wide left. More than halfway through the opening half. Still Oskaloosa nothing and Dallas Center Grimes nothing. Off the goal kick, bouncing ball played back toward the Oskaloosa goal.
Uh-oh.
Was pushed ahead, now coming in with a chance and a shot and a goal. Somebody got loose. And I'm trying to get the number of the goal scorer. That was Avery Corshing.
Yeah, it's not what you want as an Indian defender. A one-on-one match, beats the defender and then gets a shot clean at the goal. Ossie's going to have to, respond now and see if they can get something on offense, as they've spent most of the game on defense. So,
freshman Avery Corshing with a goal at 20 minutes, 46 seconds, or the 21st minute, depending how you like to see things. It's Dallas Center Grimes with a 1-0 lead. You just wonder if this isn't going to give them a little more confidence to try to push further forward. Callum on the right wing. Her pass is broken up. Now off one of the Indians out of bounds.
DCG back and ready to attack again.
Indians with a takeaway. Richmond with a run forward. That was broken up. And it comes for Sturbins, who's had a lot of the ball for Dallas Center Grimes, with the braid and the white headband. Sturbins again moving toward the far side as Dallas Center Grimes go from left to right in the traveling white. Ball played for Kershing on the top of the area. Lost it briefly, getting it back. Played a square ball ahead for a teammate. That's knocked away by the Indians' defense. Kept under control by the Phillies. Drop back on the near side. It's Callum on the right wing. Played ahead, cleared out by the Indians. Another forward ball. Knocked away from Corshing. Corshing trying to force a turnover and get it back, and she's not able to. Lost that duel with Paven Canute, and it will be an Oskaloosa goal kick. 17.5 minutes to go till halftime. Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa nothing. Avery Corshing scoring in the 21st minute.
body language says a lot. The Indians are getting tired.
Ball runs for Dallas Center Grimes down the far side. Sturbin's playing it ahead, right edge of the area, centered toward the top of the area. Mackenzie Fortune was looking to have a shot at it, but the Indians got their first in numbers. Kaya Graham back for Oskaloosa as a forward, and she's chasing the ball down, and the ball played. Oh, this could be a mistake on a back pass, and Miles doing very well to come out of there and kick the ball out first. I had to look up her name because she's hardly had the ball.
Exactly. DCG got a little bit lucky right there as the goalie, you know, was second guessing herself if she could go out or not. Got fortunate with the outcome right there. See if Oski, though, can, you know, continue to attack. It's good to see them on the other side of the field right now. It's been a while.
It's not been so unbusy for Miles that she is able to start reading a Harry Potter book or War and Peace or something like that. Maybe a comic book, but...
Exactly.
Or check her phone messages. "16 minutes to go till halftime. Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa nothing. Girls soccer on KBUE FM in Oskaloosa. Joe Lancello, Coy Snakenberg, and Tucker Irwin with you from Drost Field at the Lacey Recreation Complex in Oskaloosa. Dallas Center Grimes with the only goal of the game coming in the 21st minute from freshman Avery Korshing. Indians with a throw-in in the Dallas Center Grimes half. Off one of the Philly defenders and out of play, so the Indians now with a throw-in on the far side about 20-25 yards from goal.
All right, let's use this field position to get something going.
And Dallas Center Grimes is a whole platoon ready to come in. 5 substitutes ready to come in. Indians had control of the throw-in briefly, lost it. Sturbin's on the takeaway. Sturbin's down the left sideline, playing it ahead for Chumbley. She was trying to drop it back for some help, but nobody there, no reinforcements. Oskaloosa getting a takeaway. Sturbin's trying to get the ball back, and the Phillies do win the ball back. Now running into the area, but was knocked away, and actually could have called a foul against Dallas Center Grimes, and I think they do, as the Phillies forward was what kind of led with a forearm, like you sometimes see in basketball.
Nelson took a good one, sell out for it. She kind of got thrown out there, but good defense by her.
Kirby Nelson, that is. Kirby and Mary, both Nelsons in the Oskaloosa lineup. They are not related. Dallas Center Grimes again on the attack. Ball picked off by the Indians' Cheney. Played ahead on the far side.
Good footwork there by Aaliyah.
Ball goes out of bounds. Oskaloosa throwing in front of the Dallas Center Grimes bench, but thrown right to one of the Phillies. Graham trying to get at the loose ball. Booted forward. Covered by Jameer defensively for Dallas Center Grimes. Played wide left. Cheney trying to get control, but and actually got it off one of the Dallas Center Grimes players. Oskaloosa getting control. Now down the far side. A chance for Lindy Slocum. Ball poked out of bounds. It will be another Oskaloosa throw. They're getting a little more in the Dallas Center Grimes half of the field. I'll give them that.
You can tell they're a little bit not used to offense, so it's good to see them on this side of the field as substitutions are going in for DCG.
5 new players, or in some cases 5 players coming back into the game. Corinne Wiggins comes back into play on the right-hand side of midfield, where she did quite a bit of damage, had a couple of good centering passes. That led to Dallas Center Grimes' chances.
Yep, fresh legs are going in, so Oski's got to play really, really good defense against these fresh legs. As DCG is advancing right now.
Dewey, who's back on the game in a forward role, had the ball briefly. Comes to the halfway line. Indians trying to just get it away, but It's just trying to get it away rather than trying to get it to a teammate and build something. 12:15 to go in the half. 1-0 Dallas Center Grimes. Wiggins on the near side, challenged by Teeter.
No call.
Indians get control of the ball, bouncing away from Lumsden on the near side. Goes out of bounds. Dallas Center Grimes throw. And a whistle and a foul as Kaya Graham was battling for the ball and got fouled. I thought they called a foul, but instead it's a throw-in for Oskaloosa on the near side. Kaya looked like she did take a little bit of a knock. Off the throw-in, Cheney getting control for Oskaloosa. Playing it back for Kirby Nelson on the left side. Pass intended for Graham on the near side. That was broken up by Wiggins for Dallas Center Grimes. Phillies with a little bit of room. Lead pass was a little too long. And the Indians teeter from her left back spot, getting the ball. Now ball wrestled away by Smith. Pass too long, and it'll be an offside. As the Dallas Center Grimes attacker was just a little bit ahead of the play when the ball was kicked. First offside of the game. Under 11 minutes to go till halftime. Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa 0. Indians with a free kick just outside their own penalty area. Ball was broken up by Wiggins, played ahead. Cheney gets it for the Indians. Playing it out to the far side, but there's nobody there in a maroon shirt. And we've got a foul.
I think she got it with her hand right there. So good call by the officials.
So the Indians get a free kick. They're able to play it forward. Dallas Center Grimes quickly moving ahead on the near side. Bouncing ball will go out of bounds on the near side, and it'll be an Oskaloosa throw. Pretty good breeze here, partly cloudy sky. Yep. We did have a few raindrops just before kickoff time, but that went away very quickly.
Yep, the sun's out on a perfectly good day for some high school women's soccer, so beautiful outside at Dross Field.
Yeah, if we just do something about the score. 9:45 to go in the half. Still Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa 0. Ball played for Cheney on the near side. Ahead for Graham. Tried to kick it ahead for Mary Nelson on the far side. That was broken up. Phillies rushing back to get it. It's just scooped ahead out of bounds. Now it goes out of bounds. It's got to be the whole ball, the entire ball that goes out of bounds. Not just part of it. Indians throw in. Cheney in the inside left position. Playing it ahead just out of Richmond's reach. Ball is poked toward the Dallas Center goal. Dallas Center Grimes goal. Ooh, big contact there as Cheney was banged into a Dallas Center Grimes player. It'll be a foul against the Indians. But the most significant contact we've seen.
Yeah, exactly. You got to give credit to DCG. After every chance Oski gets at, pushing the ball forward, DCG is right there to, put a quick end to that. So got to give credit to DCG. They're playing solid defense, and, they keep attacking on offense as well.
Graham had the ball on the near side, but was taken away by Wiggins. Now the Phillies playing it ahead. Graham dropping it back for Cheney, who's playing a little more forward, it seems, than she had at the start of the game. And now Dallas Center Grimes with a long ball, trying to play it in. Knut will get there first, but DeWeese also coming well out of her area to kick it away on the far side. Alertness from DeWeese, but that's also something where players kind of have to talk to each other to just let it be known who's going to get it. Now there's a Oskaloosa player taking a tumble on the far side. We play on, or do we? No, they're going to give a free kick to the Indians. Sometimes the officials will play an advantage where if you're better off letting the ball just continue play where it is as opposed to stopping it and restarting it, they are allowed to play an advantage. Under 7.5 to go in the first half. Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa 0. Indians throw in now on the far side in the Dallas Center Grimes half. Comes off a Dallas Center Grimes head. Came for Korshing, who has the goal. Along the left sideline, played back for a defender to kick forward near the halfway line. Smith playing it long, and again, looking for something for a player to chase. DeWeese again out of her goal. And Canute had to play that out of bounds on the far side.
DeWeese has got to be careful there to make sure, you know, she can for sure get that ball.
Exactly, that's the thing. If you go out to get it, you better get it.
Exactly.
And without handling the ball outside the penalty area. Because that's certainly a free kick, and depending on the officiating, it could be an automatic red card for deliberately handling the ball outside the penalty area.
Exactly. You know, that's sometimes, you know, young rookies like Kirsten DeWeese, it could make as a young player, not knowing the game as a senior would. So just got to be alert. She hasn't had much action lately, so, you know, it's good to see her out and moving around, which is a good thing for the Indians. You know, DCG hasn't shot the ball in a long time, so credit to the Indians for, you know, putting pressure on DCG.
They haven't really had a chance since the Korshing goal, which came in the 21st minute.
Exactly.
And we're now in the 35th minute. Still Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa nothing. Battle for the ball near the center circle. Ball played ahead for Graham. She couldn't control it. Dallas Center Grimes getting into playing ahead of the halfway line on the near side. That was broken up nicely by the Indians' Allie Teeter. Dallas Center Grimes with a throw in on the near side. Kicked forward. Mary Nelson playing it ahead, but it was broken up by Dallas Center Grimes. And another attempt at a lead pass, too long. And Canute there to clear it away. And an intercept coming in, trying to set something up, are the Phillies. Down the far side is Versluis. Comes toward the goal line. It will be out of bounds, and it will be a Dallas Center Grimes corner. Their second of the game. But first, a substitution for the Phillies. And it will be Sturbins taking that corner on the left wing side as they attack the goal to our right. Ball is played low toward the penalty spot. Off an Indian defender and out of bounds again at the goal line, so it will be another corner for the Phillies. 4 minutes to go till halftime. Dallas Center Grimes looking to add to their 1-0 lead.
This is a big defensive stand for the Indians right here.
Sturbins with the corner, headed down but not out. Trying to get a shot. Wiggins trying to get control of it. Push the ball wide outside the area on the right side. Played it toward the top of the area. Ricocheted off a Dallas Center Grimes player in an advantageous position for them. But the ball knocked out on the near side, and the Phillies will have a throw in.
Indians need to get it out of there quickly. You know, they can't be dancing too much out in front of the goal. It's looking hairy right now for the Indians.
And the Dallas Center Grimes coaches coming onto the field. I guess we've got an injury stoppage, and I'm not. Let's see. The coach is walking toward Sydney Smith, a junior midfield player.
I think it's a bloody nose. Might have had some collision with the ball or an opponent.
Sure. And there was no bleeding in high school sports. For safety reasons, obviously.
Looked like she might have bumped with Emily Richmond. That's what I'm going to be taking a guess with.
Nadia Martinez into the Dallas Center Grimes lineup on the substitution, and off a throw in on the near side. Oskaloosa trying to get a break, and they will get a throw in again on the near side. 3:05 to go in the half. Still 1-0 Dallas Center Grimes. Throw in for Cheney, double teamed, tried to kick it ahead up the line, but that was broken up.
Uh-oh.
And a chance for Chumley to center it in. That was knocked away, cleared by the Indians.
Way to get it out of there.
Out to the midfield area, Richmond battling for the ball along with Angus. Pushed ahead on the left wing. For Sluice. Dueling with Kirby Nelson, and Kirby winning that battle, playing it up the line. But the Phillies keep it under control. Kurth now playing it to the near side. Wiggins' pass broken up by Cheney for the Indians. Pass just out of Emily Richmond's reach. Goes to the far side of the Dallas Center Grimes half. Angus pushing it ahead with under 2 minutes to go in the half. Play down the left. Cleared by Canute for the Indians. Throw in Dallas Center Grimes just inside the Oskaloosa half. First loose down the left. Canute, the back defender, able to knock that out of bounds on the far side, and a Dallas Center Grimes throw. Under a minute and a half to go in the half.
Yep, it's huge for the Indians, keep this at, 0-1, or if anything, they can tie the game up. But you don't want to go into halftime going down 0-2, so you got to keep up the defense right now.
This is a critical time. Ball's playing out of bounds, far side. It will be another Dallas Center Grimes throw. Phillies getting it under control, but Kirby Nelson again able to clear.
Trying to stall a little bit, kick it out of there, burn some clock.
That's true. There is no stoppage time here. When the clock hits 0, that is the end of the half. And there's no time accounted for injuries or anything like that. Throw in for Korshing on the left wing, the Dallas Center Grimes goal scorer. Korshing with a centering pass.
Get out of there.
Off an Indians midsection, comes out on the near side. Under half a minute to go in the half. Dallas Center Grimes again on the right wing. Teeter with a challenge, and it goes off a Dallas Center Grimes player, and Oskaloosa has it. Graham, who's had to come way back as someone who's in a forward position, coming way back. Here's a shot. Comes right for DeWeese, and we've got a whistle with 10 seconds to go. We got a foul against Dallas Center Grimes. It looks like there's going to be one free kick, and that's going to be it.
Great defensive stand for the Indians to, head into the halftime down 0-1. Let's hope they can get some adjustments made and, have a strong second half, take the lead, go up big.
Avery Korshing with the goal for Dallas Center Grimes in the 21st minute, and that is the only scoring we have at halftime. Girls soccer, it's Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa nothing. We'll be back in 3 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School Girls Soccer on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flighton State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Welden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves in being your local lumberyard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years. You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Drost Field at the Lacey Recreation Complex in Oskaloosa. Joe Lancello, Coy Snakenberg, and Tucker Irwin with you as the Oskaloosa Indians trail Dallas Center Grimes by a score of 1-0. The only goal coming at 20 minutes and 46 seconds. Avery Korshing getting to a ball. It would seem like it was kind of a mix-up defensively by the Indians where she had a chance and where Korshing was able to get the ball and put it away.
So Oskaloosa's got to stay away from those runouts to the goal by DCG. What I'm saying is when they're on offense, they can't have a bad turnover where DCG's got numbers and advancing towards the goal, where Oskaloosa's sprinting back on defense. Oskaloosa's got to make sure that they keep the defense in front of them and not behind them or besides them.
And the Indians have really lost the percentage of possession and also where they've had possession. The ball's barely been in the Dallas Center Grimes half in the first 40 minutes.
Exactly. Part of that, I think, is when Oski's doing the throw-ins, they got to throw them away from the DCG defenders. I feel like a little bit careless throw-ins are happening, and also, you know, when they do have offense, they got to run like a set. Instead of, you know, trying to force passes that aren't needed, you know, take a couple breathers, kick it back out to the top, and just work something on.
But part of that too is because Dallas Center Grimes has done a nice job of pressing the ball. I mean, or another analogy would be forechecking in hockey. They've just got people, offensive players, just constantly harassing the Oskaloosa defenders when they've got the ball in their own end.
Exactly. I think DCG is really trying to wear down this inexperienced Oski team. You know, Oskaloosa impressed me at the end of the game, you know, holding them with a nice defensive stand, but I think that's still DCG's plan, is to just continuously wear them down and get shot after shot.
And it might be just the kind of thing where the Indians need something off a turnover or just something against the run of play to get a goal and get back into this.
Exactly. Aaliyah Cheney's been quiet, probably because she's a midfielder right now. She's not really an attacker, offensive player. But, you know, I'd like to see her take some leadership this half and say, you know, I'm going to take the ball. I'm going to put my teammates in good spots to, you know, get good shots. Or I'm just going to take over and, you know, bring it all the way down to the goal. I'd like to see her sort of, you know, take over a little bit this half, as she was the leader and broke the record of goals last year.
She scored 12 a year ago and also had 4 assists. And Mary Nelson had 7 goals, and she doesn't seem to be showing any after effects from her knee injury. Matter of fact, I think she played the entire half.
Yeah, she did. It's good to see Mary out there. Like I said, we haven't had a whole lot of good offensive sets, though. So if the Indians get the ball on offense, you know, if they're going to be harassed, you know, take the ball out, you know, pass it around. Let's just get something going on offense. Instead, I feel like, you know, they're just trying to rush things. And forcing bad passes or, getting the ball taken from them.
Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa nothing. Back with the second half in 3 minutes. This is Ohs Scr Girls Soccer on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing health care and healing services with Christian compassion.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Welcome back to Lacey Recreation Complex and Drost Field. Joe Lancella, Coy Snakenberg, Tucker Irwin with you. It's Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa nothing in girls high school soccer. Opening game of the season for the Indians, conference and the total schedule. And again, the first of 3 games this week for Oskaloosa. The Indians will be in Ottumwa on Thursday night and at Knoxville on Friday night. And if I remember right, prom is Saturday night, isn't it?
It is. So very busy week for these ladies. A lot of them are in student council setting up for prom. That's probably where they're going to be right after this game. Hit the showers and go build for prom. So very busy week athletic-wise and activity-wise for the high school.
Doesn't leave much time for homework.
Exactly. A lot of late nights.
Dallas Center Grimes to kick off. They'll have the ball going from right to left in the traveling white with red.
You know, Joe, it's just the life of the student-athlete, though, however, so...
Oh, yeah.
Just got to work around it. Embrace the grind.
Ball broken up by the Indians at the midway line. Oskaloosa in the home maroon with white and silver. Dallas Center Grimes now with Versluis down the near side, playing it ahead. On the left wing for Madeline Dewey.
Good defense by Emily Lunsford harassing Dewey right there.
Ball comes away for Sturbins. Now top of the area. Dallas Center Grimes trying to get loose for a shot. Ball knocked into the air. Looked like it hit an arm of a Dallas Center Grimes player. We play on. Ball played back outside the area. Versluis with a shot. Caught easily by DeWeese.
Good hands by DeWeese right there.
Kirsten with a punt. But right to Sturbins, but the ball taken away by the Indians. Ball was lost briefly and then taken away by Martinez. Now Sturbins leading a rush for Dallas Center Grimes. Top of the area for Chumley, but we got a whistle, I thought. Ball played to the far side. Phillies in possession. Kurth playing it back into her own end.
DCG's going to calm down and reset things. See if they can get a nice offensive attack right here.
Ball played ahead into the path of Chumley. That was broken up by the Indians' defense. Graham knocking the ball away on the near side, but the Phillies keep control. Versluis down the left wing. Versluis centering it. Knocked out of bounds by Kirby Nelson. It will be a corner kick for Dallas Center Grimes, their fourth of the game. Indians yet to have a corner. Just over 2 minutes played in the second half. Dallas Center Grimes up 1-0. And Sammy Sturbins taking this corner from the left wing side. That's where all the Dallas Center Grimes corners have come from as they attack the goal to our left. Played in near the penalty spot, bouncing away from Dallas Center Grimes players. Indians able to poke the ball out of the area briefly. Dallas Center Grimes keeping control. Martinez's pass on the far side was a little short, but it runs for Wiggins on the right wing. Wiggins keeping the ball in place, centering it, hammered out by the Indians out of bounds. And Dallas Center Grimes with a throw in. 3 minutes played first half. Or 3 minutes played in the second half. 1-0 Dallas Center Grimes. Ball played in the area and will go out of bounds for another Dallas Center Grimes corner, their fifth of the game. They're first coming from the right wing side, though. And it will be Sammy Sturbins taking this one as well. Phillies with one player stationed at the near post. That's Chumley. Corner swung out toward the penalty area. A header, and it's low, and DeWeese able to scoop it down about knee high.
DCG got it the shot they wanted right there. As Graham took one to the face.
Phillies get possession again on the far side. It's knocked away. Ricochets just to the right of the area. Played out for Fortune. Sturbins, 20 yards shot, I think hit a teammate. Now the Indians are able to clear it away. Martinez trying to get control. Now it's Morgan Rosenbeck on the near side playing it ahead. And a long shot goes wide right.
Looks like we're getting the mirror image of the first half right now, Joe. It's been all DCG attacking, Oski all defending.
But the Indian is able to hold on. It's still a 1-0 game. And we've got a linesman with a signal on the far side, and I think we've got a Dallas Center Grimes player who may have taken a knock. That's Mackenzie Fortune walking over toward her coach Dan James and walking out of bounds on the far side. So she is leaving the game as she's walking away from us. As we see things, I can't really tell what, maybe a contact lens knocked down, I'm not sure. Sydney Smith, who left the game with an injury earlier, is back in the game for Dallas Center Grimes. Indians will also make a change, and Mary Nelson is out of the game for the first time.
It looks like she's grabbing her nose as well, so another bloody nose. Collision up with the face.
Emma Basham is in the game for the Indians on the substitution. Versluis from the left had her chance, and off an Indians play. No, check that. Just slice it out of bounds. It'll be another corner or a goal kick. It's got to be one of these. Just over 5 minutes played in the second half. Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa nothing. Indians with a goal kick. Just as far as Sturbins on the near side. Cheney trying to get possession and does, playing it wide to the near side for Abby Lumsden. But that was broken up. And Dewey for Dallas Center Grimes getting the ball on the near side. Her ponytail so long I can't see her uniform number. Dallas Center Grimes with a throw in. Cheney at the edge of the area hit a Phillies player in the ankle and they get a chance.
About to get a shot.
Sturbins with a shot. DeWeese to her left to cover it up. Ball was all practically teed up for Sammy Sturbins, and the senior had a good shot on goal. It was on target. Stopped well by DeWeese. And the freshman doing a nice job in her first varsity game. Dallas Center Grimes again on the attack. A through ball, ooh, and just
outside.
Going wide, just past the right-hand post of DeWeese, out of bounds. But last touched by one of the Indians, so it will be a corner for Dallas Center Grimes. Corner number 6. Corner taken from the left wing to the right of Kirsten DeWeese of the Oskaloosa goal. Sturbins again with a delivery. Played toward the near post off a shin of a Dallas Center Grimes player out of bounds. Goal kick for the Indians. 33 minutes to play. Still Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa nothing. And Coy, the Phillies with a couple of good opportunities there. They just weren't able to put them away.
Yeah, the Phillies got a really good look. It's never good when someone actually has enough time to set themselves up for a kick at the goal. So Oski's got to really put pressure on to not allow that to happen. Got fortunate DeWeese was able there to stop the ball.
Now Cheney knocking out of bounds on the near side, and another Dallas Center Grimes throw in. Comes in on the top of the area for Smith. Moving backwards.
Put the pressure.
Being forced backwards. Now moving forward just to the right of the penalty arc. Out in front. Battle for the ball played away but not out. Martinez with a long shot wide right. Goal kick Indians. And I'm not sure if the ball's been in the Dallas Center Grimes half in the entire 8 minutes of the first half of this second half. Dallas Center Grimes keeping the ball in the Oskaloosa end now in the penalty area, trying to get a shot away. Indians clear it, but comes to the top of the area. Sturbins with a shot. It hit an Oskaloosa head and went out of bounds. That'll be another corner for
Kirby Nelson. Took one for the team right there, getting in the way. Yet again, DCG had plenty of time to set themselves up for a nice kick at the goal. Got fortunate, Kirby was in the area, but yeah, they just got to keep that pressure on. Defense has been good, but they can't get lackadaisical and allow themselves to get enough distance apart from DCG.
Sturbins with the left wing corner. Played over a lot of players' heads, comes loose, ricocheting off legs, cleared out by the Indians. And Dallas Center Grimes so committed to the attack that it takes a while for them to get things back, but we've also got a foul. Okay, that explains it. That'll be a free kick for the Indians. This has not been a really rough or nasty game by any means.
No, not at all. Not a lot of fouls have been called. We've had a couple of collisions, but nothing too crazy. Both teams are just playing really solid fundamental soccer right now.
Ball comes loose. Dewey had it briefly at the edge of the area. Indians clear it, but not out. Sturbins again playing it square to the middle. And now back as Dallas Center Grimes looks to reset. Morgan Rosenbeck played it for Sturbins. Now ahead just out of the reach of Chumley. Indians play it ahead. Murray Nelson back in for Oskaloosa, chasing the ball on the far side. And Dallas Center Grimes with a quick takeaway again, just as an Oskaloosa player was trying to settle on the ball. Sturbins, top of the area, cleared it. Now almost a turnover on a bad pass. Phillies get control of it again. Rosenbeck trying to play it ahead. Broken up. Martinez keeping it, but again, good pressure by Oskaloosa. And the Indians' Emily Richmond have to come way back to try to get the ball.
All right, Oski's on the attack right now.
Basham on the far side. Being surrounded by Kurth, and Dallas Center Grimes able to clear it out to midfield. Stays in play. Or did it?
Out. Late call.
Indians throw in from the far side. Dallas Center Grimes with a sub ready to come in. And that change will be made now. And again, her ponytail is so long I can't tell who it is. It's covering the number on the back of her shirt. Ball played long into the Oskaloosa end. It will roll out of bounds at the goal line, and this will be a goal kick for the Indians. 11.5 minutes played in the second half. Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa nothing. Avery Korshing with a goal in the 21st minute for Dallas Center Grimes. That's what separates the two teams.
Uh-oh.
Goal kick broken up by Dallas Center Grimes. They had a chance. Indians block it. Played out. Sturbins wanted to get a shot away, tee up somebody. And Oskaloosa trying to get a counterattack. Mary Nelson gets a favorable bounce, but she's double teamed and loses possession. Phillies play it wide to the far side. Kurth able to get away from him and bash him. And Dallas Center Grimes trying to build again on the far side. But it's an Oskaloosa throw-in. Out of the reach of Basham, and the Phillies trying to get out of their own end, and they'll be helped with a throw-in. We'll have Oskaloosa boys soccer for you in 2 weeks. On the 23rd, when Norwalk comes here to the Lacey Recreation Complex. That will be a 7 o'clock kickoff, and our coverage will start at 6:45 on KBOE-FM. Long ball played in, trying to get control of it are the Phillies, but Deweese is, again, good judgment on coming out of her area to get the ball.
You were talking about Norwalk, Joe. Oski Boys Golf had their golf meet at Norwalk. They came with runner-up at the Invitational, so good job to the Oski Boys Golf team.
And sliding, trying to keep the ball in play. One of the Phillies that goes out of bounds for an Oskaloosa goal kick. Indians will make a change. Kaya Graham coming back into the game to replace Emma Basham. And Kaya, I know, has had to come back a long ways, come back deep to try to get the ball, and Emily Richmond has had to do the same thing as well. They've been basically starved of it.
Yeah, a lot of these offensive players are playing defense. Got a good shot.
Ball came into the area and it poked away. Now a shot ricochets off an Oskaloosa player.
Yeah,
goes wide to the far side. Phillies keep it in. But broken up and taken, and the Indians start to get a run down the far side. Pass broken up by Kurth. Now played ahead on the right wing as Dallas Center Grimes go from right to left. Rolls for Sydney Smith, now on the right wing, just at the edge of the area. Centering pass high and hit the top of the net. Out of bounds. Almost 15 minutes play in the second half. Still Dallas Center Grimes 1, Oskaloosa nothing.
No, these girls are battling really hard against 11th ranked team in 2A state girls soccer. So I'm impressed right now with what I'm seeing as a high shot goes off and out by DCG. But this is really good for these Ohs Scr Girls, you know, to be competing with these quality teams in the conference.
Zoe Chumley comes back in for Dallas Center Grimes. And Madeline Dewey checks out. One less ponytail to try to fight with, as far as trying to see a number goes. Indians trying to play it out. Broken up by Sturbins, who seems to be almost everywhere for Dallas Center Grimes. Phillies trying to control a bouncing ball. And a shot caught by DeWeese.
Good catch by DeWeese as that ball was going above her head. You know, very good play by her. She got to stay alert as another
Sydney
shot going
Smith
in.
with a 25-yard shot, and Dallas Center Grimes trying to catch DeWeese a little bit off her line, but the shot was wide left. And Kirsten was trying to furiously backpedal to try to get to stop the shot, but fortunately it was off target. Goal kick, Oskaloosa. 23:40 to play. Still 1-0 Dallas Center Grimes. Off the goal kick, kicked back into the Oskaloosa penalty area, but an interception for Chumley. Played wide left. Centering pass goes wide past everybody to the far side and out of bounds for an Oskaloosa throw-in.
Threw it right to her again.
Ball was just out of the reach of Slocum, Lindy Slocum. And Dallas Center Grimes again getting possession. Down that far side, Emma Angus playing it ahead on the right wing, cutting into the area. Cut back for Smith. She'll take a shot from an angle, and that's handled well by DeWeese.
For her varsity game debut, DeWeese has surely impressed me. Staying alert and stopping balls. Just had to do it all night long, so good job by her.
Indians trying to get control, but Dallas Center Grimes get it on the near side. For Sluice again. Her centering pass goes right through, and easy scoop for DeWeese. Ball was just out of the reach of a Dallas Center Grimes player who was open in the area. Smith now in the inside right position, 25 yards from goal, moving to the area. Comes to the top of the area, booted out by the Indians. Oskaloosa trying to get control. And they do with Richmond, who's again having to come a long way back. And now it's Lindy Slocum down the far side, battling for it with one of the Dallas Center Grimes players, who's able to get it squared toward the middle. Ball ricocheted off an Oskaloosa thigh and cleared, but kept in on the near side by Morgan Rosenbeck. Her pass knocked out of bounds near side. 21.5 minutes ago. Still 1-0 Dallas Center Grimes. Rosenbeck to throw it in on the near side. For Chumley, and then the attempted return pass was behind her out of bounds, and an Oskaloosa throw in.
With how much this ball has been on this side, you hope Dakota Miles, DCG's goalie, has some cold feet when we get it over on our side.
Yeah, that's the thing, because Dallas Center Grimes has possessed the ball so much. She's not really getting any experience except for just kind of standing there and watching the game unfold.
I know, so hopefully when it comes to her, you know, she may be a little bit flat foot, not ready. So that could be an Oskaloosa advantage. But first you just got to get the ball on offense, which seems very tough, difficult as is right now.
Easier said than done, you're right. Almost halfway through the second half. Just over 20 minutes ago, and it's still 1-0 Dallas Center Grimes. Now they get a break for Sluice in the left of the area. Shot is just high.
Good shot by, who is that?
JC Versluis, a junior.
Versluis. Very good shot by her. Just a little bit up. That would have been a shot where, you know, DeWeese couldn't get to it because of height and, you know, vertical jump. Just a tad bit high, though.
Dallas Center Grimes making 3 substitutions, and the Indians get set up for the goal kick. Off a Dallas Center Grimes head going back toward the halfway line. Graham playing it ahead toward the far side, just out of the reach of Slocum. And cleared now, a pass broken up, and Richmond got there, tried to play it ahead, but a nice job reading the play by Dallas Center Grimes to boot it ahead.
It looked like there was a miscommunication between Lindy Slocum and Emily Richmond right there as who's going to take the ball.
Smith dropping it back. Now Sturbin's top of the area with a shot wide right. Sturbins has had an awful lot of the ball for Dallas Center Grimes, and so is Smith in midfield. Number 4 and number 20.
Yeah, and some people for Oskaloosa who haven't had the ball a lot is Mary Nelson and Aaliyah Cheney this half. Their star scorers.
Yeah, Cheney had a lot in the first half, but not so much here. Ball bounces over Mary Nelson's head into the Dallas Center Grimes half, and the Phillies able to play it ahead. But some poor control. The ball gets knocked loose toward midfield. Slocum trying to get it on the far side. Ball goes out of bounds.
Looks like Emily Richmond got kicked in the thigh right there. Didn't get the sub, but she's a little bit limping right now. Hope she's doing all right.
Emma Basham is ready to come in for Oskaloosa next time the official allows a change. Dallas Center Grimes throwing in their own half. 18 minutes to play. Still 1-0 Dallas Center Grimes.
It looks like Emily's ready to come out too.
Ball played from ahead on the right wing. Korshing, the goal scorer, tried to play it back, but it's broken up by Oskaloosa, but taken away again by Dallas Center Grimes. Ball playing on the top of the area for Chumley. She couldn't control it. Ball is played out toward the center circle. And Dallas Center Grimes with control again. Rosenbeck left of the circle, playing it ahead on the near side for a player I don't have on my scorecard. They don't have a number 16 listed. And now played into the top near the penalty spot. Ball gets a friendly roll for the Indians. That's played out of the area. Oskaloosa scrambling now, and they'll clear it out on the near side.
I think that player 16 was the one with the bloody nose.
Oh,
might have swapped the jersey
that's
out
right.
there.
That's right. You're not allowed to have a bloody shirt, so they've got to have a reinforcement. Off the throw, and Indians clear it, but again not out. Rosenbeck's pass off Richmond, out of bounds on the near side. Dallas Center Grimes throw, and they can't control it. It'll be an Oskaloosa throw in. And Emma Basham checking in for Oskaloosa. She is a freshman. And it will be Emily Richmond coming out. 16.5 minutes to play. 1-0 Dallas Center Grimes over Oskaloosa. Girls High School Soccer on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network, KBOEradio.com, where you can watch and listen to the game afterwards. Indians throwing on the near side. Kirby Nelson throwing it ahead. Into space, Basham couldn't get there. And Dallas Center Grimes breaking quickly again. Korshing swallowing past one player, past a second, still Korshing at the edge of the area, and shot just wide left. And we've got a foul just outside the box. And that looks like it's going to be an Oskaloosa's, or they'll say never mind. Couldn't quite tell what the referee was signaling there. Goal kick off of Dallas Center Grimes' head, pushed toward the Oskaloosa goal. Played on the right wing. I think that was, I forget who the player was who was. And a shot and a goal!
Good kick.
From about 20 yards out. Good high shot. And that was Sydney Smith. Just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't think DeWeese was 100% ready for it. As well, it was a high kick.
Goal coming at 64-47. Sydney Smith, a junior, makes it 2-0 for Dallas Center Grimes.
Sydney Smith had the nice drop step, quick kick right there. Just, caught all the Ohs Scr defenders off guard a little bit. So good kick by her.
High into the top right-hand side as she was kicking it, just out of the left-hand reach of DeWeese.
If you're Oskaloosa,
and she couldn't have done anything.
Yep. If you're Oskaloosa, right now you can't let a bad situation go be worse. So you just got to keep playing defense and keep pushing it.
Ball was played into the area, cleared out to the near side. Dallas Center Grimes looking to center it again. Player open to the top of the area, and Canute couldn't get there, and Dallas Center Grimes in. They score again.
Exactly what I said. You can't let a bad situation get worse. And, DCG, about a minute after their first score, it goes in again.
That makes it 3-0.
That one hurts.
And I believe that was Korshing again with her second of the game. This one coming at 65-35 to make it 3-0. So 2 goals in less than a minute for Dallas Center Grimes. I think this seals the outcome of the contest now. And if you're Oskaloosa, you just want to kind of keep it from here and not let things turn into a blowout.
Yep. DCG's going to try and, keep attacking, see what they can do to get better, but Oskaloosa has to do the same thing. They have to keep on working on getting better. They got 2 more games this week. It's a long season. Just got to keep working on the little things.
Emily Richmond came back in for Oskaloosa to replace Emma Basham. Dallas Center Grimes with the ball on the far side of the field, poked out of bounds by the Indians, and a Dallas Center Grimes throw-in.
Subs going in now for DCG.
They're able to keep quite a few players fresh. And we've got a whistle and apparently a violation on the throw-in. You're supposed to be completely behind the sideline. And having made a few bad throw-ins like that myself, I understand.
You used to play soccer, Joe?
Not well, but I did.
How many years were you out then?
Just one. It was stumbled upon an intramural pickup game, and they were looking for some bodies, and I got recruited, and they seemed to like me.
There you go.
Smith back in her own end for Dallas Center Grimes, playing it long. Dewey trying to control it, but lost it out of bounds on the far side. Oskaloosa with a throw-in, 12:20 to play, 3-0 Dallas Center Grimes. 1 goal in the first half and 2 goals less than a minute apart by Smith and Korshing. And Korshing with 2 of the goals for Dallas Center Grimes. And the Phillies with another change. Morgan Rosenbeck will check out of the back line. And Megan Kurth comes back in. Ball goes out of bounds on the far side. This will be an Oskaloosa throw just inside the Dallas Center Grimes half. Comes in for Mary Nelson. And she's double teamed right away, knocked down, and a foul.
Yeah, Mary got pinched right there, was able to get the foul call. So right now, Oski's got it, and they're, on their side. So let's see if we can work some out, get a good look at the goal. I don't think Dakota Miles has had any action so far this half.
No saves. Cheney with the free kick on the left-hand side. Ball played in the area. Race for the ball, and Miles able to get there first. And she had competition for that, certainly, with Abby Lumsen coming in.
Yeah, good look for the Indians right now. Just keep the pressure on offense, see if we can get something going.
Can't really call that a save because it wasn't a shot on goal, but the first thing, a sign of danger she's really had to handle. And it's almost 70 minutes into the game. 3-0 Dallas Center Grimes. Ball was played ahead for Chumley, cleared away by Oskaloosa. Comes on the near side for Abby Lumsden. Her lead pass out of the reach of Mary Nelson. But Indians getting a little more of the ball now. Down the far side, Slocum, but lost it. Indians getting control again, and it's knocked away out of bounds. Throw in Dallas Center Grimes. Just over 10 minutes to play. And Dallas Center Grimes will improve to 3-1 on the season. Oskaloosa will start their season with a loss, but they've got a couple more games this week at Ottumwa Thursday, at Knoxville on Friday. And their next home game will be a week from today when Newton comes here for a 5:30 game.
Yep, and that'll always be a tough one. Newton's a good soccer team as well. Little Hawkeye Conference is one of the top ones in the state, of course. But, you know, it's a grind in the Little Hawkeye Conference with Pella, Newton, Norwalk, all them teams, they're good. So every game's a battle. Can't take one game off.
Dallas Center Grimes in control with 9:16 to play. Ball played on the left side near the edge of the area. Kirby Nelson there to get it first and knock it out of bounds. And this will be another corner for Dallas Center Grimes. And we've got more substitutions coming in, 2 for Dallas Center Grimes. Teal Posey, a sophomore, into the game for the first time, wearing the number 6. And Mary Nelson coming out. Off the corner, the 8th of the game for Dallas Center Grimes. It comes out of the area. And either a cross or a shot turned out to be none of the above and goes out of bounds. Goal kick for the Indians. 8:20 to play. Oskaloosa boys are at Dallas Center Grimes as we speak. Their game will be getting underway right about now. And this is Oskaloosa Girls Soccer on KBOE FM in Oskaloosa. Joe Lancello and Coy Snakenberg with you. Indians girls with their season opener with less than 8 minutes to play. They trail Dallas Center Grimes 3-0. Ball coming loose on the near side. Kurth for Dallas Center Grimes, playing it ahead for Versluis. And her lead pass comes for Dewey on the left. Or check that, I think that's Chumbley. Again, it's the long ponytails trying to deal with, covering the numbers on the back of the shirt. Now it's played out. Ball came out of Smith's reach. Kept under control by Dallas Center Grimes. Right of the area, played in for Corinne Wiggins.
Good passing by DCG right there.
They're doing their best to make it a game of keep away. Oh, nice read by Cheney to poke the ball away briefly, but again, Dallas Center Grimes in control with numbers. Seems they always seem to be in the right spot to get the ball.
That's what I'm thinking. Everywhere Oski kicks it, it's right to a DCG defender.
Well, there's an old British coaching cliche. I'll get to that in a second here. There was a centering pass knocked out to by the Indians briefly. Dallas Center Grimes in control with a shot. Oh, it hit the post. Hit the right-hand post and goes out wide to the near side. Kept in by Kurth. Under 6.5 to play.
That was a good shot by Madison Davis right there for DCG. You know, half a foot to the right, it's a goal. So good shot by Davis. Oski got lucky right there.
The saying I was going to mention is that when a player is not in possession of the ball, get in position to receive a pass.
Yep.
And that's what Dallas Center Grimes seems to be able to do. And Dallas Center Grimes in another attack mode, a shot, bouncing ball picked up That was Callum with the shot, and Deweese, who's done a pretty nice job. I can't really blame her on any of the 3 goals.
No, a lot of the goals, that she had against them, a couple of them were high, and one of them was, just a judgment call if she should go out or not. So she's been playing really well, especially for a freshman and her first varsity debut. So, the future's bright with her at the goalie right now.
Just don't get discouraged and get a little help from your friends.
Exactly.
Ball played down the far side as Dallas Center Grimes attacked from right to left. Ball is played out of bounds. It will be a Dallas Center Grimes throw in deep in the Oskaloosa end. Under 5 minutes to play. Wiggins on the throw. Ball played to the top of the area for Fortune. Lost it briefly. Comes for Kurth. Coming up from the back to help out. For Martinez. Now Smith. Left of the area. Trying to make it reach was Fortune, and the Indians defense doing a nice job clearing under pressure, which they've had to do quite a bit tonight. Down the near side, not able to control it was Versluis, and it goes out of bounds for an Oskaloosa goal kick with just over 4 minutes to play. Or do we have something else here? No, they're going to say, let's see, they're going to say the ball had actually gone out of bounds on the near side, and it'll be an Oskaloosa throw-in. Kaya Graham coming way back to get the ball, and the Indians will slice it out on the near side. Dallas Center Grimes with 3 more subs coming in with 3.5 minutes to play. And the Indians were hanging in there. They'd given up just the 1 goal in the first half, and there was those 2 goals by Smith and Korshing about a minute apart. In the second half, that really kind of sealed the fate of the game.
Yeah, you can't say Oskaloosa played bad defensively. It was just a matter of 1 minute, honestly, to get this game out of reach. Yet again, not a whole lot of offense, though, however. Oskaloosa's they're playing a defensive set right now, which kind of explains it. But when they do get on offense, they got to make sure every moment matters. Take advantage of the ball possession.
And sure. Maybe being under so much pressure, and a long shot controlled by Deweese. Attempted follow-up. Doesn't come to anything. Deweese able to kick it down with 2.5 minutes to play. When you're under so much pressure, Coy, you get the feeling that maybe, just maybe, sometimes you're going to break down.
Yeah, exactly. If you're a basketball player, if you're going to put up at least 300 shots, you're going to make a couple for sure. And that's sort of what DCG is doing tonight. They just had shot after shot on offense, where Oskaloosa didn't really have the ball at all this whole second half. They're going to make some eventually, no matter how many shots they take.
Phillies under control. The scoreboard clock has gone out, so I'm not sure how much time we have left. It's got to be roughly around a minute or so. So I don't know if we blew a fuse or what's going on. The officials may be keeping time on the field. They are. Okay, now we're back plugged in. 1.5 minutes to play. That was weird. Attempted a tackle there, doesn't come away with anything. Dallas Center Grimes keeping control. Right side of the area. Centered. Cleared out of bounds by Richmond, and that will be a corner kick for Dallas Center Grimes, their 9th of the game. Just over 1 minute to play. Dallas Center Grimes up 3-0.
Yeah, it's crazy. DCG's had 9 corner kicks to Oskaloosa's 0.
Fortunately, none of those corners have really resulted in a scoring chance. But it is still more possession for them, and a shot from long range, covered by DeWeese.
Yeah, DCG has been basically been able to do whatever they want tonight, this game, not allowing Oskaloosa to really have any contribution to the offense. So you got to give your hat to DCG for basically controlling Oskaloosa this whole game.
15 seconds of play. Dallas Center Grimes still with control. Again, they'll improve to 3-1 the year. Here's a lead pass hand on the near side for Versluis. Left edge of the area. Centering pass. Oh, and just didn't quite meet a teammate's head. And the ball will go out of bounds, and we are out of time. And this one belongs to Dallas Center Grimes by a final score of 3-0 over Oskaloosa. We'll come back and wrap things up here from Dross Field at Lacey Recreation Complex. We'll be back in 3 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Girls High School Soccer on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing healthcare and healing services with Christian compassion.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
Welcome back to Dross Field at Lacey Recreation Complex. Joe Lancello and Coy Snakenberg with you. Dallas Center Grimes defeating the Oskaloosa Indians by a score of 3-0 tonight. The season opener for the Oskaloosa girls soccer team, and they were just under so much pressure all night long.
Yeah, it's tough to, it's just tough to actually work on what you want to do when you've got that much pressure on you. But, it's good experience for this inexperienced team, and hopefully they can use it forward to help improve. They got 2 more games this week, so let's see if they can not hang their heads and use this as, motivation and a learning lesson for the next games.
Dallas Center Grimes opened the scoring in the 21st minute. It was Avery Korshing getting the goal, a freshman scoring to make it a 1-0 game. Then in the second half, it really turned in about just under a 1-minute spell. Sydney Smith scoring on a high shot past the outstretched left hand of Oskaloosa goalie Kirsten DeWeese to make it 2-0. And then Korshing again, Korshing able to capitalize on a turnover in the area, made it 3-0. And those goals coming 48 seconds apart. And that pretty much sealed the contest in favor of Dallas Center Grimes.
Yeah, the future's really bright for this Korshing as she's a freshman for DCG. I'm sure we're going to hear her name for the next 4 years a lot. DCG, you just got to tip their hats off. They controlled this whole game. They controlled the time. They controlled Oskaloosa's limits on offense. They basically just did whatever they want, and so, but yet again, Oskaloosa still hung with the 11th ranked team in the state pretty well. Like you said, it was just that 1-minute spell that really, took Oski out of this game.
And the Dallas Center Grimes goalie, Dakota Miles, I don't think she had a save and maybe just 2 clearances, and those coming kind of late in the game.
Yeah, I don't know. She's probably going to go back on the bus and be like, wow, that was kind of a really boring game for her, but
did I work up a sweat?
Yeah, exactly. She probably didn't, but with their goalie getting no action, our varsity debut for DeWeese got a lot of action, and so that for sure will help her out. She played really good. I got to tip my hat off to her as well.
And so Dallas Center Grimes improves to 3-1 on the year. Oskaloosa now 0-1. The Indians girls, 2 more games this week. Thursday at Ottumwa, Friday at Knoxville. Those are, again, the Oskaloosa girls games will all be 5:30 affairs because the Indians don't have enough players for a full junior varsity game beforehand. So just keep that in mind for the Oskaloosa girls soccer schedule this season. Our next Oskaloosa girls soccer broadcast will be on the 30th of April when the Indians girls play at Pella. And our next boys soccer broadcast for the Oskaloosa Indians will be 2 weeks from tonight when the Indians host Norwalk. That will be a 7 o'clock game, and our coverage will start at 6:45 here on KBOE Radio and KBOEradio.com. And that is going to do it for us tonight. From Oskaloosa, thanks very much to Brother Dave back at Mission Control. Thanks to Titus Lutzering, our producer-director, and the Oskaloosa video production crew for their work. Coy, thanks to you. How'd you like being a broadcaster?
Yeah, it was for my first time. It was, it was a good experience. Hopefully, the games get a lot more competitive in our favor. But I had a great time. Thanks for having me, Joe, and go Indians.
And we've given you a little something to talk about, I'm sure, for the Indian Power Hour coming up Saturday mornings at 9 on KMZN AM and FM.
Stay tuned for the Power Hour. Prom hangover. Prom hangover. You won't want to miss it as Caden, me, and Nick Dykstra get into some good discussions of what's going around Oskaloosa High School.
Okay, that will do it for us. For Coy Snakenberg, I'm Joe Lancello. The final again here tonight, Girls High School Soccer, Dallas Center Grimes 3, and Oskaloosa nothing. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you later. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Oskaloosa Indians Soccer Action on KBOE.
Brought to you by Clow Valve Company, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Community First Credit Union, Mahaska Drug, Hawkeye Real Estate, Edward Jones Investments, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Pella Printing, Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Fred's Muffler Shop, Malcolm Lumber, Bank Iowa, The Rock Island Tap, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care, Falvey Lumber, Certified Pest Control, Robert Auld Investments, Lighton State Bank, and Pella Regional Health Center. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford.
This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.